Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get a porcelain looking complexion. That means flawless. No dark under eye circles, no imperfections, no breakouts, no redness, no nothing. So every day before I do anything, I cleanse, I exfoliate, I tone, and I moisturize. My skincare that I use is Beauty Control, and I make sure my skin is all clean and all ready to go for the day before I put on any makeup. Then, after that, I use the BB primer. So this acts as a barrier between your skincare and like your moisturizer and your foundation. So this will make your face so that your makeup won't clog your pores. If you want to know more about the BB primer, you can go to bbmakeuponline.com and you can read the blog Brooke Fleetwood has up there. So that's the primer. And then I already did my foundation, just to make this go a little bit faster. But this is the BB foundation, and I'm an N3, which is very, very, very light. If you have problems finding your color, you can email a picture of yourself with really good lighting to Brooke Fleetwood, the owner of BB, and she can match you up with your foundation color. So you can do that. And then this is the BB foundation brush, and it's pink. So what I would do is it has a little spatula at the end. So what I would do is just put a little bit on my brush, just like that, and I usually start down here, and I just rub it all in, up here. It takes me a while, so I already did that, but, so that would be my next step. Then after that, I use the BB Liquid Concealer, and this stuff is great. I already have it on, but I put it under my eye, I put it around my eye up here, and then I usually put it on my nose too, and then down here on my chin. Okay, so again, this is BB Liquid Concealer. So now I put the concealer up on my eyelid because your skin up there is so thin and tender and usually red. So the concealer will cover up any blue veins you can see, any redness, and really prep your eyelid with a good base before you wear eyeshadow or put on your eyeshadow. So then underneath, any dark circles you have, this concealer will hide. So I put that underneath. And then on my nose, usually your nose and your chin are the reddest on your face. So I like to put the concealer around the side of my nose here, down the center just to make it look longer. And I'll contour my nose later. So that's why I do that. And then I already did this side. And then blend it in really good up by your eyes. Then I blend this all over my lid. And then any concealer I have left down here. Alright, so that would be it. If you have any breakouts or imperfections, you would just take the, take the BB Liquid Concealer, and you would just kind of play dot to dot with any breakouts and cover those up after your foundation. Okay. So now, after the foundation and concealer, is the BB powder, just to set it all in. And I'm a CG2, so that's pretty light. And then my first step, this isn't really necessary, but I do it to prevent the foundation going into any fine lines under your eye from the concealer, from the concealer or foundation. I just kind of set the concealer right away, just like that. And then this eye. Okay, and then I set any extra concealer I put on. Okay, and then I start with the powder. I usually use this is the BB powder brush. I usually use something like this, but today I'm going to use this brush. This is not BB at all. This is just from Target. And I am going to press it in like this all over. And then I just kind of go really quick over my eyelids, not too much because I'll be putting on eye primer soon. So, okay. And then I'll just take my powder brush and just kind of do a once over. These bristles on the BB powder brush and bronzer brush are really soft, so it's really nice. Okay. Now, so now you have your flawless face on, your porcelain complexion. And you can do extra steps such as bronzer or highlighting or contouring with anything and blush. So I'll show you my bronzer if I can find it. Okay, so this is Sunkissed by BB. And this is what it looks like. And this is the BB bronzer brush. So I'm just going to swirl this into my bronzer. Okay, now the trick with contouring and bronzer and all that kind of stuff, the dark is supposed to pull away. And any light you put on your face is going to bring it forward. So your cheekbones, people say all the time they don't have cheekbones. Everyone has cheekbones. Even if they're not prominent, you just gotta find where they are and put the bronzer underneath your cheekbones. So that will bring in a lot of depth and make your cheekbones look more prominent. So I'm just gonna find my cheekbones and then put this under. You can kind of see right away where the shadow is there. Okay. So there, you can kind of see between this cheek and that cheek that my cheekbones are way more prominent on the other side, just because of the shadow underneath my cheekbones that make them stand out more. Now I'll do this side. And I'm very light, so I have to kind of blend this in. Usually really want. Okay, so then I will just put a little bit on my forehead where the sun would usually hit. So if you have a wider face, a wider forehead, a wider head, and you want it to look more narrow, you would put the bronzer kind of on your temples here. Okay? And that will give the illusion that your face looks thinner. Then I usually just put a little bit on my forehead where the sun would hit and give you that bronzy tan or that glow. Mine's almost gone, so that's why I'm like redipping, but you actually do not need a lot of bronzer. So you don't need a lot or you're going to end up with a mess. So then just an extra step for me, I'm going to take a brush like this and put a little bit of bronzer on my brush and just kind of shade the side of my nose. And this will make your nose appear longer and thinner. And then I already put concealer, let me blend it, concealer down the center here. I'm looking off my mirror just so you know what I'm looking at. Concealer in the center here. And usually afterward you can put any type of highlight, powder highlight, whatever type of highlight you want down the center, and that'll really conceal your nose good. So I hope you learned something on how to get a flawless complexion, how to cover up your dark circles, the BB liquid concealer, and the foundation is great. I know I didn't show you on here, but my skin is very, very, very red, like pigmented, very red, and the foundation just covers all that up. It covers up breakouts, covers up anything, I swear. And the powder to set it, it finalizes. It's great. Yeah, it's fabulous. You have to try it. If your foundation turns out blotchy, this foundation is buildable. So if you need a heavier coverage, you can just do another layer, or you can build it up until you're happy, because it is buildable. So that's what's great about that. If you want anything I used, you can go to www.bbmakeuponline.com. You can find anything I used actually on there. So go ahead and look and try it out. I guarantee you'll never go back to any foundation you've ever used. So thank you for watching. Bye.